All right, this is the project, the final project for SketchUp, and here we go. It's pretty much chunked into what I'd like to consider 4 different parts. You have this kind of table area on the right, which is what we'll start with, and then you have this, it's really a rectangular prism with a rounded edge here, and then you go up, and then we have the triangle. So this part's the front little table part's pretty easy. It says that it's 60, and it has there's a length and width of 60, and then it says 10, and that's 10. So that's when you make the table part. But we'll start off, and we'll go 60, comma 60, and then I'm going to use push pull and pull it up 28. I pull it up 28 because it says 28 there. So the 10, 10 part will help now because you can measure 10 one way, and then you go 10 the other way, and you follow those lines, and then I use push-pull. I pull it up 14. 14 because if this whole thing is 28 and this is 14, that means that that's 14 as well. So that's where the 14 comes from. Now this circle is not perfectly centered. If it was perfectly centered, since it's 60 by 60, it would be 30 units in. But it's telling you that it's only 24 units in. Now it's centered this way, but it's not centered both ways. So what we have to do is we have to go 24 units, 24, and we go across. And then the circle says diameter 19, or 19, 18, which means radius 9. You can delete those lines. And then you can use push-pull to go down. Now, if you can make it perfect, great. As long as it's pushed down and I can't see it, then you're good. So that's the first part. I will say right now, the one discrepancy between what we're going to create and this is that there looks to be some distance between this corner and where this starts. We are going to ignore that corner, and we're going to just have it like start right there. So here's what I mean by that. So one thing is, let's look at the diameter of the circle, because that'll probably tell us the width. It says that the diameter of the outer circle is 32. Well, this is 12. This is 8. And 12 plus 8 plus 12 on the other side, assuming, is 32. So we're going to measure 32 units down the red axis. Then we're going to go down 28, because that's the height of our build, and back to make this like rectangle. Now we want to make the prism part coming out. It says that it has a height of 10, but it's going down. So I'm going to take the pencil tool. I'm going to go down 12. And it says that this has a length coming out of 50. So I'm going to use push-pull, pull it out 50. We can delete that line, but couldn't really see it anyway. The blue X is hiding it. Now we can make these circles. It says diameter 32, diameter 16. Let's speak in terms of radius, just like the program does. So it's going to be radius 16, radius 8. So watch what I do here. I'm going to start from the bottom, actually. Follow the blue axis. Bottom, radius 16. I pull it up. Now I'm going to finish this circle because it kind of disappeared when I went to do that. So now the circle's there. And now I'm going to make, that's a mistake. I'm going to make the other circle. That's radius 8. So what you can do is delete any lines. There's going to be one on the bottom too. What you can do now is take push-pull, push the smaller circle through, and it should open up. Great. But the only thing is you actually have to push that up a little more. You have to push that up another 12. There are going to be these lines probably that appear, but all you have to do is really hide the first 3 or so by right-clicking, and then that's really all you need for that. I don't like this line either. And that I'm going to hide too, so that's looking good though. Okay, now we're going up, because that's all made. Going up, now this is going to look a little, that's what happened when I deleted that line. Okay. I'm going to use push-pull and pull that back so that it's like even. And I'm going to, from here, go across just to kind of make a little platform that I could pull up. It says from the platform going up, it's 60 units to the center of this circle. So I use push-pull. I go up 60 units. And then the circle has outer one has a diameter of 60. This has a diameter of 32. So that's 30 and 16 when we're talking about the radius. So 30, 16, delete this, and then the middle. And then I'm going to use push-pull for now and just pull it back so that's the same length as the original platform. When you do that, this front will probably disappear. So what you have to do is hover over the edge, find the center, and then create another absolutely identical circle over it to create that. And same thing this way. That'll allow you to, once again, delete the middle. But then now you're going to have solids on both sides, which is what you want. Now, something that it says is that this pushes out 8 units, and this pushes out 8 units. So with push-pull, you're going to go out 8 and go out 8. Now, the one thing that looks a little strange is this is supposed to be from here to here, supposed to be 68, but it tells us that it's 48. So something, well, I guess originally looking at it, you might assume that this part is flush with this back part, but it's not. It's clearly the back part has to be pushed 20 back, because instead of 48, it's supposed to be 68. So we push this back another 20. Now it's at 68. You also have to push this back another 20, so that that's still 8 away. And now that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. You have these lines that appear, obviously, so we can delete them, make everything the same color. Everything's really coming together, looking pretty good. The last thing to do is the triangle part. I'm going to show you not a cheat for it, but like a way to do it pretty quick and easy. So right now, all we know is that it's 12 from this edge is where it starts. So you can take the pencil tool, measure 12, go across. And now across the green axis on the edge, you want to go up the blue axis on the edge, and then you actually connect to make the triangle. Perfect. Good. It says that has a width of 8. So you can just take push-pull and go 8. Now there's going to be a couple lines you might delete that one and this one that was there. But so right now there's you might think that the top is going into there's no proof that the top is going into there. It might just be going right there. We don't know that. So what you can do is if you turn it like this, which is the exact view that you have, now that looks exactly as it should. Okay, pretty much done. We are done. But what we have to do is throw dimensions on. Every dimension that you see there should be in this. So this is 60, this is 28, this would be 14. We have this diameter 18, this says 60. You want to see the radius and diameter over here. That already says 68. This should say 8. Here to here was 12. You can see the radius and diameter of these ones. If it allows us, I'd like to see that this height is 24 and this height is 12. Oh, that one disappeared, but we know that's 12 anyway. You could just do here to here is 12 anyway. Good. Awesome. The last thing you do is we're going to color it. I think, at least I was planning on coloring that. Okay, I'm going to color it the old-fashioned way because for some reason painting it has been a little strange. So you want to get it painted, just don't paint it red. You really only have to paint areas that I can see. All right, and that is your project. The last thing, obviously, is to put your name, and that's your project. So, and instead of see, everything is in millimeters. So if you write your name, 40 by 40 seems okay. You do that. Don't forget you can scale it and move it. And that's exactly what I would like to see for your project. So good luck, everybody. Let me know if you need any help.